What's up, y'all? Toya here, and I am back with another video for y'all. Before we get into the video, make sure you guys either like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Alright, y'all, so today we have to go over some Instacart updates. So I wanted to go ahead and take the time today and go over some of these changes so you know what to expect and all that fun stuff. So there was an article that was released in the shopper community back at the end of June, and they wanted to go and give a little brief update as far as what's going to be happening. So I'm going to go ahead and read through some of these notes that they left here. So there's going to be updates to the tier requirements to recognize shoppers who consistently deliver quality to customers. Each tier now includes a minimum shopping quality score requirement. Now, this is something that I forgot how many months ago they introduced, and I think it just hit my market like, I don't know, a month or two ago. So that is something new, and we'll go over that as well. Additionally, we've heard from you that earning points based off of how much you shop to achieve tiers is confusing. To address this feedback, we've gotten rid of points, and each order you complete goes towards unlocking the next tier. Diamond Cart tier is also evolving, so we are able to offer even more exclusive rewards for truly exceptional service. So the requirements are, in order to reach Gold Cart, you have to complete 20 orders. Platinum Cart, you have to complete 100 orders. And Diamond Cart, you have to complete 300 orders. So they are adding an additional 100. It used to be 200, now it's 300. And on top of that, now you also have to maintain a minimum score and rating. So before, you just had to maintain a rating of 4.7. So now you have to maintain a 4.7 and a shopping quality score. So if you're Gold Cart, you have to have a minimum of a standard score, and then Platinum and Diamond Cart, you have to have a good score. And like I said, we'll go over those shopping quality scores shortly. Now, as far as the rewards, they are similar, but there are some changes. So you're going to get your cash back on gas. You're going to get oil change discounts, priority access to batches. Now that's changing. So before, you would only get priority access if you were Diamond Cart. Now, depending on your cart status, it's going to determine what level of priority you have. So Cart Star priority access unlocks greater access to batches the higher the tier level. So this means Diamond Cart shoppers will get the greatest access to batches. I don't know why they call it greatest, whatever. Followed by Platinum Cart and then Gold Cart. And you can see how it's laid out. Essentially, if you have all three tiers in the same area, Diamond is going to get priority over Platinum, but Platinum is also going to get priority over Gold, and Gold is going to get priority over people who do not have a cart status. And apparently this does apply to if you are within the radius of the store or you are further away from the store. Now, some people might be a little confused about what is the shopping quality score. You know, what's that all about? It is still fairly new. So this is how shopping quality works. Every aspect of the shopping quality score is verified before it's reflected in-app and accounts for factors outside of your control, like item availability. You can see the number of items you found, replaced, and refunded, and the condition of the items you selected. And just to note, the difference between shopping quality and customer rating, you know, those are two different things. So the shopping quality score is based off of the items you're selecting, like they said. And then the customer rating is just the rating that the customer gives you after, you know, completing the delivery. So 1 to 5 stars. And with the combination of those, that's going to affect your cart star status. Now, for the shopping quality, you're going to have the positive impact, and then you're going to have negative impact. So things that will positively impact your score, those are going to be the found items, replaced items, and requested refunds. So you can see all the information as far as how many of each of those items, it's all listed. Now, things that will negatively impact your score, these are going to be unrequested refunds, damaged items, wrong items, and missing items. So remember what they said earlier, they're going to go ahead and review and make sure everything. See, this is the same thing when people go and report things as missing. I literally had a time when somebody reported that they were missing toilet paper, and my GoPro clearly shows this toilet paper at the bottom of the pile of everything that I left at their doorstep. And even when you dispute it, which I did dispute this, those take a while to actually drop off your account. So yeah. And then of course, you know, between people saying stuff is missing or stuff is damaged, you know, sometimes you're just gonna have customers that they want to go ahead and get over and try to get something for free. Not really sure how that's gonna work, you know, as far as I'm saying, you know, anything that's in your control, you know, that's what you should be focused on. But what about if a customer is lying? But yeah. Now, another thing you might be wondering, you know, when is this stuff going to take effect? So if you're part of the first phase, it's going to start July 1st, and the new rewards will be available starting October 1st. And if you're part of the second phase, they start January 1st, 2026, and the new rewards will be available on April 1st, 2026. So yeah, they do have a schedule as far as when this is going to be rolling out per city. It's a super long list. So if you guys want to figure out what phase you're part of, you know, you're going to have to go ahead and look that up on their website. So thoughts. Well, for one, the fact that now you have to get an additional 100 orders to get to Diamond Cart, that's going to be tough. You know, for me, you know, we did the Road to Diamond Cart series, and I only do gig work, you know, every now and then. This is not my full-time job. It was already kind of difficult to actually reach Diamond Cart, but now to add an additional 100 orders on top of that, that might be out of the question for some folks. You know, I can definitely say it's probably going to be out of the question for me. You know, looking at it, like if you want to break it up by month, completing 100 orders per month, and that's going to be about what, maybe 25 to 30 something orders a week. You know, it doesn't sound that bad, but again, for somebody who may not do this type of work on a regular, it's going to be a bit more harder to achieve that status. Now, I do like that they are finally giving you priority status for each tier, not just for diamond. You know, if you get gold or platinum, you know, you can kind of say, well, at least I got something. And the other thing, I think they said if you've done 4,000 deliveries lifetime, you automatically get platinum and you keep it for life. So, you know, that's cool if that's something you want to go and achieve. But yeah, it's, you know, like I said, I do like that they did change it so you can get priority depending on what level you are. Now, is it actually going to make a difference? You're just going to have to go ahead and give it a try and see once it does come out. There are still going to be a lot of tryhards out here that are trying to get to Diamond Cart in like 2 to 3 weeks. So, you know, they may still snatch up everything, and hey, you know, who knows? Now, as far as the shopper quality rating, you know, like I mentioned earlier, I still personally think it's a little iffy, just because you already got people that be trying to finesse. They lie and say they didn't get something, or something's damaged, or some people that just simply give you a hard time. I've literally had people tell me to refund a replacement that they approved. So it's like, if you don't refund it, then they're upset because they're like, well, you didn't reach out to me. But you might have reached out to them, but it took them 20 minutes to respond, and now you're at checkout, and now they're going to go ahead and give you a bad rating because, you know, you didn't complete a refund, or you didn't get a suitable substitution, or whatever it may be. And that's on you, apparently. You know, you're supposed to grab the person through their phone and be like, hey, do you want this, or or whatever. Like, bro, some of these things are not in your control as a shopper. So how that actually is going to play out, I don't know. Only time will tell. So other than that, you know, overall, I'm meh about it. Like I said, it does suck that you have to do 100 more orders for Diamond Cart. You know, in my short time when I had Diamond Cart, I didn't see a difference. I personally didn't really see a difference with the order quality, pay, you know, stuff like that. yeah, it's kind of hard to say if Diamond Cart is worth it. You know, everybody's criteria is different for one, and everyone's market is also different. So what you're looking for in a sense of what is priority, or at least what's worth it for priority for you, you know, it can vary. So I don't want to say that it's not worth it, but then I don't want to say that it is worth it. You have to decide if it's worth it for you. For me, from what I've seen in that short time, it just didn't work for me. So like I said, we're just gonna have to see how it plays out as far as the different levels of priority for each of the cart statuses. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to go ahead and give you guys a quick update on what's to come with Instacart. So I would definitely love to know what you guys think. Do you think this is a good idea? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Are you even looking at Instacart as one of the apps that you use? You know, for me, it's probably going to be filler for the most part. If I can get the gold, cool. If I can get the platinum, cool. But I ain't going to be stressing myself out about it, especially not to go ahead and try to get the Diamond Cart. So yeah, so let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you guys think, and just let me know in the comment section below. Now, before I go, I have to remind you guys to leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you do not miss a video. But I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one, and as always, stay safe out there and keep grinding.